How to win at Madden. This is a very complicated question that has plagued scholars for centuries. And today, you're going to get the answer to that question via me, Coach Mays. That's right. Nice to meet you. I'm going to be walking you guys through step by step as I go through my playoffs trying to win a Legend Super Bowl on all Madden. Now, this isn't really going to be like other videos on my channels. There's not going to be any background music. There's not going to be fast cuts and in-your-face editing, which I know you guys love so much. It's really just going to be you and me hanging out for the next hour and a half plus. Very conversational. So if you're not a fan of me, if you don't like my personality, then this probably isn't the video for you. But whether you're an advanced player or a beginner player, I assume you can learn something from this video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. There's going to be a new series on the channel that we do quite often because obviously these videos are easier to make, and I've been getting a lot of requests for videos like this. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So to start, let's talk about your team a little bit. Now, I'm not going to go into specifics too much because I want to keep this as gameplay focused as possible. But like football, you know, it's a football video game. You got to utilize your strengths on your team. And Madden 23 especially is a game of abilities. And abilities are probably the most important thing to optimize. Whether you're playing regs or ultimate team, you got to play to your strengths, right? And an ultimate team, you can choose whatever you want. I personally don't like to run the ball very much. I like to pass. Additionally, on defense, I don't like to run just straight man all the time like everybody else. I like to run zone and mix in man. And if you really want to win on offense or defense, it's a good idea to do a mixture of both. You shouldn't be one-dimensional. You should be mixing up what you do as much as possible. But the number one advice I can give you is have the right abilities for your scheme. On my offense, I have short and elite on 3 of my receivers, which is Taysom Hill, Plaxico Burress, and CeeDee Lamb. And then I have short out elite on Deebo Samuel, who plays on the outside. These abilities are really man-beating abilities. If you guys are new to the game, even though it's short and elite, you'd think it only works on short routes inside the numbers, which is what it says. But really, it's about where the route breaks, because when you're beating man coverage, you beat them on the break. So if the break of the route is under 10 yards, which is nearly every single route in the game, and inside the numbers, which again is going to be nearly every route in my scheme, that's better than route tech this year. And so short and elite is the best man-beating ability in the game right now. And then short out elite actually works phenomenally against man press, especially outside the numbers, and that's why I have it on my outside receiver in Deebo Samuel. I also have set feet lead and hot route master on Tom Brady. I also have fearless and gunslinger. Those aren't as nearly as important as set feet lead and hot route master. I love hot route master because it gives me the freedom to do whatever I want with my routes. Like I told you guys earlier, I really like to pass the ball over running it. And so that opens up a lot of opportunities. Set feet lead gets the ball to the receiver faster when it's in the air. This makes it so defensive backs cannot react in time or react as quickly, and you can throw it into tighter windows. It makes passing the ball a hell of a lot easier. Additionally, I have secure protector on both my tackles. That's going to help against edge threat and double or nothing. And if you don't have secure protector or edge protector, you're going to be getting screamed at all game. Doesn't matter if they send 3, if they send 4. Your guys are going to get beat. So you really need to have those abilities as well. And then on the defensive side of the ball, I mentioned you guys, I run primarily zone. So on my outside safeties and cornerbacks, so all 4 corners of my defense, I have deep out zone KO. That's because those guys are primarily going to be in deep zones, and that ability makes them not only react faster, but if they touch the receiver, it's going to knock the ball loose. Other than that, the only thing that I'd say is necessary to keep in mind is Pick Artist is a very, very good ability, especially when it comes to stopping aggressive catches. And so that kind of rounds out all I wanted to talk about in terms of abilities. If you guys are playing regs or you're making an ultimate team of your own, just keep in mind how you want to play and then try to fit abilities based around your scheme. Because if you're not utilizing your abilities, for example, I don't run a whole lot of man coverage. And if I was running, you know, deep route KO, medium route KO, and inside shade, which are man coverage abilities, they wouldn't even be coming into play, and they'd be wasted abilities. So keep that in mind when you're making your team. If you guys want a full breakdown of my entire team, that can be found actually on my second channel, Maze Live. There's going to be a fully updated offense and defensive video posted in the next couple days. And then today we're going to be playing for an all Madden Legend Super Bowl. We're currently 5-1. We did lose to that Goose Guy, as you guys can see right here in our season. He is an MCS pro level competitor, so didn't feel bad about losing that game. I lost by 7 points. It was a good game, but now we're in playoffs, and so we can't afford any more losses. So like I said, there's going to be very few cuts in this video. pretty much showing you guys raw, uncut gameplay. I'm going to be talking you through everything I do. So let's get into the first game. All right, we're going against Lag Tut. That's my top three. No, that's his top three. That's my top three. I don't know. He's got the same team as me, it looks like. Harold Carmichael, Charles Woodson. A lot of the same guys. And so it should be a good game. His name's Lag Tut. I hope I'm not lagging. In this game, he's going to be the Ravens. And we are starting on the defensive side of the ball. I told you guys I'm going to try to cut this video as little as possible just to keep it as raw as possible. You know, we like it raw out here. And so there's going to be a lot of dead space between plays, a lot of opportunities for me to talk about other things. I have ADHD, tend to get sidetracked, so I'm going to try to stay as focused in on Madden as possible. I am going to be coming out in dollar. If you guys watch my streams, you guys know I do run dollar. And dollar is nice to me because you're able to blitz by only sending... Let me set up my subs right now. You're able to blitz by only sending 4 and sometimes even 3 and still get pressure. I like that because it enables me when I'm running zone coverage to have more guys in coverage. Additionally, something I want to talk about is something that a lot of people don't understand about my defense is they always ask, how do I, for example, put my safety in a outside third, right? Because what I actually came out in was a cover 2. If I reset my play, I know this isn't the play art we want. You see it was a cover 2. And he's going to throw that corner out. There's deep out zone KO. And we get a pick on the first play. That's why I like it. That was a deep half. Even though I audibled to a cover 3, that was actually a deep half, and he still came down to play a corner route, which you don't normally see in a deep half. Usually they play pretty passive, and now I got to set my audibles on offense, and it is kind of hard to talk while I set my audibles, but like I said, we're going to try to keep this as natural as possible. And so deep out zone KO was the reason I was able to actually get that pass breakup because he not only reacted to the ball quicker, that let him hit the receiver, but then that ability knocked it loose. And then pick artist was the reason we were able to catch it on the tip that easily. I took a delay of game. My opponent accepted it. You know, I get it. It's not that serious, but don't be a dick. If I take a delay of game on my first play, you know, decline the penalty. I'm obviously setting my audibles. I'm drinking coffee right here, too. All right, so this guy's a sweat. He is running 3-3 loop. This is definitely going to be cover 0. I can tell you that just because when I audibled, actually, no, he must have just audibled as well. He's going to be trying to loop off the side here. So we're going with the short little pass. I'm not actually sure who's going to be open. Looks like Taysom Hill is. And we get about a gain of 8. But, all right, this is going to be frustrating. So you guys haven't been playing Madden, especially if you haven't been playing at a higher level. There is a blitz in the game right now where it's pretty much any formation. If you blitz the way this guy's blitzing, the outside edge blitzers and bring them right down to the line, someone comes in free pretty much every time. And so we're going to have to start with quick passes because we're not going to have time in the pocket. And I could probably block this. I'm actually going to try to block it right now. I'm going to block my running back and see what we can do about blocking it. Sometimes when you're playing a blitz like this, it looks like he actually just switched his defense. Okay, so we must have done something right if this guy just completely switched his entire defense. I do still expect him to be blitzing because he's in dollar now, but it's not the same loop blitz. So I'm actually really happy to see that. This is a zone look based on the alignment. And we got hit anyways. Okay, we got to figure out a way to pick up this blitz. Like I said, this guy looks like after the first couple plays, he's getting out of cover 0. We got Deebo Samuel on the outside. And he's got deep out zone on Calvin Johnson. As you can see on that outside right. We got an outside fade. And I kind of want to try throwing it to Deebo. I'm not going to. Stay in bounds, please. Very unfortunate. So it looks like that guy's bailing. So I'm going to try to hit that flat a little bit earlier. We can easily get 6 yards if we hit that flat earlier. Outside, he's got still deep out zone KO. Harold Carmichael in the slot, as you can see, is no longer blitzing on the left side. We're blitzing off the right side. So what I did is I ID'd the blitzer. Hike it, please. Hike it, please. And it was man coverage. Man coverage it was. And I actually did not expect that because the alignment of the corner was a little bit inside. And usually if it's a man coverage look, you're going to notice the cornerback is head up. So right now you notice the outside corners are head up on my receivers. That's an indicator of man coverage. And now it looks like that outside guy. And there, oh man, that should have been a touchdown. He got bumped at the top of his route. But so inside the one, obviously you should be running the ball. I'm giving you guys a pretty poor example of what to do. I don't like running the ball. To me, it's pretty boring. But if you are trying to win, this video is called How to Win at Madden. You should be running the ball. And especially inside the 5-yard line, it's incredibly difficult to pass. And oftentimes you'll end up throwing interceptions. Eric Dickerson, the throbbing, veiny Dickerson, into the end zone. And we get the opening touchdown. Keep in mind also, we are getting the ball in the second half. And so this is where you can start to win a game. Many times what people do is that they'll come out ahead and then they'll continue to be aggressive and take risks that are unnecessary. But if you really want to win a game, we got to stop on our opening defensive stand. We got a touchdown on our opening offensive drive. And now we're in the driver's seat. This guy's going to have some pressure on him. This is where you can start playing very, not as aggressive on defense. You can start playing more coverage. And then on offense, you can start throwing underneath. You can start running the ball a little bit more and trying to waste more of that clock. So we're in a good position right now. Even though he's running good meta defense and mixing up his looks, we were still able to drive down. And now, last time I was in a pretty shitty defensive call, but now we're going to call what I like. And that is, nope, that's actually not good. That's what we like. Cover 3. I love cover 3. I don't like when my opponent runs the ball. Dollar is not great against the run. But I do have 3 inside stuffs on my D-line. So running inside like that should not be something he goes to too often. Uh-oh. What did I do here? I messed up my defense. He's going to throw the flat. No, he's not. He's going to take off with Tom Brady. So it looked like that was the scrambler Tom Brady, which is the same guy I have. I should have known that. He's got some speed. So we might want to think about putting out a quarterback spy, because the thing about Dollar is it screams off the edge. They almost loop in, and you have a lot of opportunities to step up in the pocket. And so oftentimes you can take off up the middle. And you know what? I got to change my my settings. Normally, I like to come out base aligned. So we're going to go to our coach adjustments, turn auto flip off, auto alignment to base align, and I'm going to turn my match on in case I decide to run any match. So now I don't have to waste an adjustment base aligning. And I'm actually going to run some crazy defense right now. And I got to bring these guys down a little bit. That's not what I wanted. That guy, okay. This is what we want, okay? We got a blitz. We got cross man over the middle. And I think this is going to throw him for a loop. And I was correct, right? Sometimes you make some complicated defense and your opponent just doesn't know what to do if there's pressure coming in. I think I'm going to mix it up this time and run man. I haven't run man coverage yet. It's been pretty much only zone. And now, because we're coming out in baseline, I'm going to have to man align. So triangle, R1 is man align. And then what I like to do is something like this. And now I got to watch CeeDee Lamb on the outside there. You see, he's not manned up. So I audibled from a cover 2 man look. I adjusted my defense to actually be a cover 3 shell. And now CeeDee Lamb is actually the one I got to watch. And that should not have been that open. I had a curl flat. He was manned up and an outside third. All 3 of those players should have been in that vicinity. And that was actually wide open. I'm going to take another sip of coffee, because now he is targeting our territory. And we need to stop this goddamn run. That is what we need to do. And Eric Dickerson is ridiculous. All right, that was not good. I feel like we had like 3 guys there. Should have made the tackle, but it happens, and now we're inside the 3. I am going to stay in this defense, even though it's not ideal run D, but I want to show you guys something. I know he's going to run that trap again. I can shoot this at $1. No, I can't. No, I can't. Where are you going? Where are you going? So we just ran straight man coverage, and that guy ran bench, which both the out route and the corner route inside the 10 are usually very good at beating their man coverage. We had hard flats on the field, though, that prevented him from throwing that. But he's going to run. I guarantee he's going to run. I guarantee you he's going to run trap right now, and I know how to shoot it. It's just a matter of if we can make the tackle. Bo Jackson is going to be one-on-one with Eric Dicker. Nope. Over the middle is going to be open. Should have been played, but good dot by him. I ran to the right side. I should have stayed over the middle. I had hard flats on the outside, yet I still ran out there to help. That was a wasted user, right? And he had 2 routes over the middle that he could have thrown probably either of them. So I got to be better about that. I got to trust my zones on the outside and realize that I am needed in the middle. So mistake by me, and now it's 7-7. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. And we're getting the ball back. So ideally here, if I really, really wanted to win, and I got William Perry out here. Don't fumble, buddy. William Perry's a big boy. He's a big boy. But if I really wanted to win, I could do some devious shit here. I could chew clock, run the ball, take the clock all the way down, try to score, and not give him any opportunities to recover. See, he's running that 3-3 loop blitz again. He's bringing the guys down. And that 3-3 loop blitz is probably my least favorite defense in the entire game. It is so frustrating to me because it comes in clean every time unless you do some very specific adjustments. So I am going to be expecting him to try to run that loop blitz some more. We'll see if he gets back in dollar. Nope. See, he's bringing those guys right to the outside. I just hate that. I just hate that. All right, so we're going to block our running back, double team there, and ID the outside guy. That's what our player is going to look like. Ideally, I'd want a motion right there, and I think okay. Didn't pick it up. I wanted to test that. I thought that pass protection should have picked that up, but obviously I was wrong. So now we are in a pretty bad situation, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm expecting man coverage again. He went to dollar. He got beat pretty bad in dollar on the last drive, and now it's looking like he's going to be back in this 3-3 loop. Glitch blitz. Like, this is the definition of a glitch blitz. So, again, we're going to try to pick this up. Block my running back. I'm going to double team opposite my running back and ID the mic on the same side as my running back. That's actually his user, so I don't know if that... not anymore. Let's see if we pick it up. I really don't want to get screamed at here, and that's not good. Please, don't, please. There we go. There we go. Plaxico, there we go. Plaxico Burris on the post, beat his man. We're actually going to show you a replay of that right now. Never mind. I forgot my replay only works when I'm live on stream. That was a replay from last night. So this guy now, I don't really know what to expect. We got to get that ball off Tom Brady. Sorry, I got a little distracted by the replay there, boys. So I'm not going to lie. The play we just ran on that 2nd and 17, and we actually got the first down, that is probably the play we're going to keep going to. I'm not going to lie. This, unless he's shaded down man coverage, I can usually throw this wheel route quick, and that's what we're going to do right here. It's zone. It's zone. He's got deep route KO, and we just fumbled. No! What? I said thank you preemptively. We had somebody running to go pick that up. I want to pause it. I want to pause it so we can look at that. We had somebody running to go pick that up, and then he turned around. He ran away from the ball. And that is just frustrating. That's Madden, though, right? Plaxico Burris, gets caught in a tackle battle. He fumbles. That's very unlucky. Look at CeeDee Lamb turn and run away from the ball. Look at this. I'm going to show you guys one more time. Fumble was unlucky, but this is just inexcusable. CeeDee Lamb turns and just runs away. I don't know what to say. But now we're back to square one. It's a 0-0 ball game, and actually I'd say we're in a pretty bad spot. Only 1:14 left in the clock. The clock is on his side. So not too happy about that one, CeeDee. Not too happy at all. And there's the run. And Bo Jackson laying the lumber. I told you guys I can shoot that. I actually wasn't even set up to shoot the gap. But that's basically what you got to do in dollar is I usually pinch my line. And you start on the left side. And you wrap around. I don't think he's going to run it again. Sean T, you got to make the hit, bro. All right, I'm done complaining. This is supposed to be an educational video. Sean Taylor there in that underneath zone should have came and played that. But now we are in a 3rd and 2. And I actually am going to blitz here. I'm going to run something like this, okay? I'm expecting the run. Pinching my line, and I know how to shoot this. And we should be good. There we go. A big sack. I'm going to call my timeout. It's 4th and 16. Everything was bagged. If he had a little more time, he probably could hit that deep post, but because we blitzed, he simply did not have any more time. And now we're going to send the house. This is where we really get crazy. I'm going to press triangle L1 that plays the sticks. So all of my zones and my zone drop should be at 16 yards. I'm going to start down here with Sean Taylor. I'm going to run deep down the seam. If he gets the time, things will be open. I'm blitzing 5 here, and we're running a cover 2 shell. Things will be open if he gets the time. CeeDee Lamb likely will be open up the sideline. So we need to have our pressure come in. We need to have our and that has to be overthrown, right? Thank you. Thank you, pressure. I think that was the pressure that got in there. And now we are back in a great position. 35 seconds. Tie game, but we have the ball inside his territory. If we score here, we score 7. We're going to get the ball back in the second half. And I'm expecting... I don't know what he's doing here, because I would think it's man coverage. I would think it's man... Okay, I don't like this play call. I'm going back to this. I would think it's man coverage. But at the same time... See, that's that blitz. That's that blitz right there. And I'm going to wait till we're at 25, and I'm going to call my timeout, but I didn't wait till we're at 25. But that's that blitz right there. You don't even have time to blink. It's so frustrating because it's not like your typical blitz where some edge pressure comes in or a looper comes in free every time. No. This will bring the D end free every single time, and that's what makes it so incredibly frustrating. So the only way that I've been able to pick it up is double team opposite the running back, and then ID the same side. That should have been snapped right there. This is a bad play design. This is a very bad play design. Dude, what is going on? Okay, I'm getting annoyed now. I'm getting annoyed. Okay, I'm getting annoyed now because I tried to motion snap it multiple times. I was just spamming X. Thank you, EA, for whatever the hell that was. And I'm sure you guys probably enjoy seeing me get frustrated. I know people always say that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am going to try to ag him. He is deep. He does have deep route KO and... Hold on. I mean, he doesn't have pick artist, right? And I mentioned you guys already. Pick artist is the best ability for stopping aggressive catches, right? So if you don't have pick artist, I am likely going to continue to try to ag you. He does have route knockout abilities, but I don't know if they're coming into play there. He's got deep route KO and deep out zone KO. So if I throw it quick... All right, so he's blitzing off the left side. He's using the right side blitzer, so he's likely not going to come in. Oh, now he's off. Okay, I'm looking to the sideline. I'm looking to the sideline. There it is. Get out of bounds, please. Get out of bounds, please. All right. I don't even know if I want to take any chances here, guys. I am in field goal range. I'm getting the ball back in the second half. I'm moving the ball pretty nicely. I might try to throw up an ag on Calvin. I know that's a really, really stupid... Yeah, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. I'm really confused on what to do, guys. I think I want to throw it up. I think I want to throw it up. I don't know if I'm going to do it on Calvin or what. That's it. That was so risky, guys. That is not how to win at Madden, right? So we had 2 places we could have thrown it. We could have thrown it up on Calvin Johnson, but he does have deep out zone KO and deep route KO. So the odds of that ball getting hit loose, on top of the fact that Calvin Johnson's 6'5", made me not want to throw it to the outside. We also had the C route on the left side, which was a man-beating route as well. However, because we didn't have any timeouts, I could not afford to take a sack, and I did not want to wait for that route to develop. Additionally, we had the tight end route, which is a man-beating route over the middle, and his user was in the area. I didn't see his user go deep. I threw a high pass, and no one was there to make the play on our steroided-out freak Taysom Hill. So overall, that worked out about as nicely as it could have, but a very risky play. I would honestly recommend, if you were really trying to win the game, kick 3 there. I'm just a pretty... Uh-oh. Thank you. I'm a pretty aggressive guy. I'm a pretty, I throw the ball every play. I throw deep a lot, and I go for it on 4th all the time. Not the best methods if you're always just trying to win. But honestly, what does winning matter if you're not having fun, right? All right, I'm going deep here. Yeah, you can throw that all you want. We got Sean. Okay. Sean Taylor now is not making these hit sticks like I'm expecting him to. You throw those drags over the middle. I have Sean Taylor in that assignment so he can take your head off. So far, no heads have been taken off Sean. Uh-oh, this is bad. This is bad. You can throw it wherever you want. We got guys oh, no. Okay. Don't ag me. Calvin, thank you. All right. Could have been bad if we didn't have a 6'5 cornerback out there. But we're up 7, right? First half down. And we're up 7. This guy is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. This guy is pretty good, especially on defense. His offense has been struggling a little bit, but I also would consider myself primarily a defensive player. So coming out in the second half, my priority is 3 points. If you guys are new to Madden or football, in terms of winning and losing, you should always be thinking about possessions. That's all that matters, right? How many times am I going to need to have the ball in order to make up this deficit? So right now I'm up 7 points. If I get 3 points on this drive, I will be up 2 possessions. That's always how you want to think about it. He will not be able to overcome the lead. He's back in dollar. All right, and I prefer him in dollar. I'm going to pick up the left side blitzer. If he blitzes right, he's not. He's manned up on the right. All right, I'm gonna try to pick this up. I'm throwing this. We got Plaxico, who's really fast. That's an overthrow, isn't it? That was a touchdown, Tom Brady. Don't know why you overthrew that pass, but that should have been a touchdown. That's Madden, though, guys. The more mad you get about that stuff, the more problems you're gonna have, right? Like, you just gotta accept it and move on. That should have been a touchdown. I'm gonna try to pick up this pressure again. If he blitzes both, we're fucked. No, he didn't. He blitzed one. And we took a sack. That was so bad. I mean, see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. He can't go deep every time like I do. I got frustrated on the overthrow. I went deep again on the next play, trying to hit the right side this time. And even though we picked up the blitz initially, we just simply did not. And now he's back in this defense. Okay. This is going to come in quick. I am not going to block my running back. Got to the outside. Pick up a block. Oh. And you know, guys, I want to go for it. 4th and 19, I really want to go for it, but this is called How to Win at Madden. And if you're trying to win at Madden, the book probably says don't go for this. And if it was a 4th and 15 or less, I probably would go for this. But 4th and 19 from my own 26, when we only gave up 7 points in the first half, you should just kick that one away. Horrible punt, by the way. I'm not good at punting. I don't know how people get it out of bounds every time, like perfectly. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Also want to mention, you guys, a lot of people have been asking for an ebook. And an ebook will be coming soon. He's going to run trap, I think. And I'm going to pinch my line. I'm going to set up how to shoot this. I also got to watch CD Lamb up the seam. I have Taysom Hill manned up. And, okay. And there's the pressure. I don't know how Warren Sapp, my D tackle, came in that fast. But I'll take it. 2nd and 17. That's why we punted, right? I think our defense is doing a little bit better than our offense here. And let's see if he tries. Okay. I don't think he's going to try to run it here. Oh, how do we? Okay. I don't know if there's input delay or what. I feel like my guy didn't react the way I expected him to. He just let that get caught right in front of his face. Not the best user there by me, to be honest. Probably could have had a pick because that was the only route I was looking at. I'm expecting a run here. If he runs that trap, I would not be surprised. That's been his go-to run. And again, like I said, I do feel confident that I know how to shoot that. That's really open. I actually think that streak he had was wide open. I don't know how that got so open. But that's a big first down for him, and now he's at the 29-yard line. That, yeah, Harold Carmichael, it looked like. I don't know, 17? Is that Harold Carmichael? Now here comes, I promise, here comes the trap. Here comes the trap. I promise you. Here comes the trap. I got to be here to shoot this. Nope. He's going to, okay. Pick. Thank you, Sean Taylor. Finally, you made the play I've been looking for. Sean T. All right, we got our turnover. Like I said, guys, that's why we punted, right? We gave up about 40 yards on that drive. And if we didn't punt, 40 yards on that drive would have been a touchdown. But because we punted, we turned the field a little bit. We end up having another opportunity to get the stop. And now, up 7, we have the ball again late in the third. And we're in position to win this game. After the horrible punt, too. So he's back in this loop defense. So I already know where I'm going. He's bringing Carmichael all the way down on that. Can you just get on? Okay, this is annoying. He's trying to stop. Okay, go. Okay, you know what? I'm incredibly frustrated with his defense. I'm incredibly frustrated also with how long O-line adjustments take to make. They accelerate your clock so you don't have a choice. Like, you come out of the... Like, I'm already at 11 seconds. I've made one adjustment, and I'm at 8. I can't... Okay. I'm done complaining. Hike it, please. Go, Debo. Give him a little juke, Debo. Get the first Debo. All right, we'll take it, man. We'll take it. Very frustrating sequence of events right there. But see, we have 26 seconds on the play clock. It accelerates your clock to 16 every single time. And, you know, I told you guys I haven't ran the ball too much. I don't run the ball too much. There's a timeout for my opponent. Not sure why. But I am going to run the ball right now. I'm going to come out and you trips. I actually came out to the wrong side. I am going to audible. He's going to bring his guys down, try to get his little pass defense all set up. We're just 3rd and inches, just going to try to run the ball here. His user's nowhere to be found. And we get the first down. And we're going to go into the 4th quarter, pushing field goal range. And I told you guys already, if we get the field goal, we win the game. Because we'll be up 2 possessions. So that's the most important thing right now. We're up 7 points. We need to be up 10 points. 9 points is the magic number for 2 possessions, right? Because if you're up 8 points... All right, he's pressing now. Okay, this is what I want. He switched his defense entirely, and that was a mistake. That was a mistake. That was a mistake, buddy. Never mind. He has deep route KO. That was actually not a mistake. Deep route KO is actually the thing that's gonna give me problems with that. So let's see. What's he got on the tight end? Okay, he made a mistake. He made a mistake. He's offsides. I'll take it. Let's just pretend we got 5 yards on first down. So he's in Overstorm Brave now. And so what I know for a fact is his user likely is going to be running with Eric Dickerson. No, he's not. And Eric Dickerson can't break a tackle. But the difference is, the reason I threw that pass is that, guess what, boys? We're at the 38-yard line. We're in field goal range, and there are 3:30 left on the clock. There's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. And so as long as we don't take a sack and push us out of field goal range, we probably won this game. So I am going to take this clock all the way down. We see we got a little misalignment. Numbers favor us to the right here. And so I think we should get some... Oh, my God. He had 4 guys in the backfield in that run. I don't think that should happen. 3 rushes for 2 yards. That's why I don't run the ball, boys. But here we are. We have our Zen kicker or whatever this ability is that's going to make sure we hit this kick. And I'm still not accurate. Thankfully, though, my opponent is not in field goal block, so there's no risk of him blocking this field goal. Take it down to 3. Kick is up and good. And now we're up 2 possessions. All the pressure's on him. And he's only got 2 timeouts. So that timeout he burned at the end of the 3rd quarter is actually going to be huge here if he does score 7, because that is going to be at least 30 seconds off the clock that I can burn on my next possession. So that timeout was pretty bad. That's why I hate using my second half timeouts. I will never use a second half timeout unnecessarily, because you never know when you're going to need it at the end. And sometimes it can be the difference of a win or a loss. And so it irks me to use a second half timeout at all, unless it's at the very end of the game to stop clock. So he's coming out in gun bunch. I actually like going against gun bunch. And we're going to be playing no hard flats. No hard flats for us. I do got to watch the seam here. And that was a good dot. Stay in bounds, please. That is in bounds. The clock's going to keep moving. So that's our primary focus right now, boys, is make sure the clock stays moving. And this is not right. Something looks off here. Something looks off here. I don't like the way this looks. He's going to throw. No, he's not. I'm surprised he didn't throw that. He had a guy wheeling up the sideline, and he had a streak. I only had an outside third. We're going to run that same defense. All right, there we go. This should be better. And we're playing the stick, so that curl flat should be at around 4 yards. I got to watch, what's his face? Eric Dickerson in the backfield. And he audibles again. All right, now I got to watch Eric Dickerson and 84. We're all over it. We're all over it, man. Only a 3-man pass rush, but we still came in, and now it is a 3rd and 16, and the 2-minute warning hits. So he's going to have to score really quickly, or at least get 3 if he wants to keep this game close. But like I said, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm actually going to go back to the man coverage. And I am going to play the sticks. Okay, I am going to play the sticks here. How is that so open? Thank you. Deep out zone KO. He was in an outside third, guys. That's a deep out zone, and that's why the KO came into effect. You don't have that ability. You don't get the pass break up there. So that's why that's my favorite ability in the game. And now, gun tight offset tight end. He's going to give us more of the same, and I'm going to give him the same look I gave him. And I'm running deep with my user, right? We're playing the sticks. All of our zone drops are at 16, and I got to run deep. The only thing I care about, I can give up the first down. I don't care about that. I cannot give up. Doesn't matter. That's why we blitz on 4th and long. We don't let anything develop, right? Because if I only set 2 and I put everyone in coverage, there is a chance he beats us deep. And there we go, guys. That's going to be the game. Game 1 of our playoffs completed. It was a sweat, but we got it done. Let's move on to our conference championship. All right, boys, we are in the conference championship now. I want it all 5. I don't know whose top 3 that is because it's broken. That is his. He's got Harold Carmichael, Rasul Douglas, and Big Play Slay. I don't have either of the 2 last guys. And so I am interested in seeing what abilities he's running. Look like pick artist. But normally you can tell. Jeez, my voice cracked. Normally you can tell. Normally you can tell what kind of scheme they're going to run based on their abilities. Like I said in the beginning of the video, you don't want to run man coverage abilities and then run zone and vice versa. And if they do, then they already lost the game. So if he's running like route KOs, I'm fully expecting man coverage. And in all Madden, man coverage is significantly better than all pro. I've actually been playing primarily all pro. So I mentioned you guys earlier. You guys can't see it, but I'm actually in the free safety sub package in dollar. And if you guys are ever running out of time setting your audibles on defense, you pause the game, you go back in, and it's going to give you a full 15 seconds again. So I only had 3 seconds left before we automatically went out, and I didn't have my subs finished. So I paused the game. Whenever he unpauses it, I mean, I guess he wants to take his sweet time. All right, we'll take a look then. Coaching, Superstar X Factors. Let's see it. I want it all. Let's look at your team. He's the home team. Mike Evans, deep out elite. Calvin Johnson, deep in elite, deep out elite. Jalen Hurts, dashing, deadeye, and fearless. No pass velocity ability, no hot route master. I am feeling good about our chances here. Speedster, extra credit. All right, I think we're going to be okay. Let's look at his. He's got mid-zone KO, pick artist, mid-zone KO. So probably mostly zone and a lot of deep out elite. He's gonna be probably trying to throw ag catches. Good thing for him. My defense very good against aggressive catching. If you're on cover 0, that's probably the worst type of defense you could run against aggressive catching. But as you guys can see, we came out, again, you see this play clock up here. We had a full 15 seconds again, and so that gave us time to finish our audibles. All right, and this guy is definitely going to be running the ball. He's in strong slot. Is that what it's called? Strong slot. And the thing about my defense is, I didn't really mention it in the beginning of the video, I have 3 inside stuffs, right? All 3 of my down linemen, inside stuff. Because in dollar, I am very susceptible to the run. And so, again, I'm kind of going to be staying in this cover 3 look until he shows me he can beat it. And this one might be quick, boys. Simmons into the end zone, a tip D-line pick 6. You hate to see it, but you also love to see it. And I was correct, my boy. I want it all. Apparently doesn't want it all. And we're headed to the Super Bowl. Let's get it. Burke too hard. He's the Carolina Panthers. We are the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, in the Super Bowl, you don't get to see their top 3. So I have no idea what this guy's team looks like. Number 12 is Randall Cunningham. So he's going to have Cunningham at quarterback. Very mobile. I'm hoping it's not a quarterback running scheme. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't even know where to begin when it comes to stopping these triple option quarterback running schemes. So we're starting with the ball. I'm interested to see what his defense looks like too. Again, I hope it's not that cover 0 loop blitz. That is my least favorite defense to go against. It's just not fun to me, right? Like I'm not playing for the MCS belt. I'm not, if we're competing in a tournament, run what you want to win. But that shit is not fun to me to run on my own, and it's not fun to play against. And that is a great start in our Super Bowl. William Perry, the big boy. People told me I was crazy for spending $500K on a fullback. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. That's why we got him, man. He's got 0 AP return man, which is unbelievable for a guy of his stature. He's like 350 pounds. Got 0 AP return man. Pretty wild. All right, Burke too hard. He's not softly Burkin. He's hard Burkin, man. He's in dollar. Dollar's pretty tough. He's got It's going to be man coverage. Going to be man coverage. I don't know what the hell this is. I'm not going to lie. I'm calling timeout. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know what my play was. I'm calling timeout. So, like I said, you want to scheme. You want to have your play call match the scheme. And so it looks like he came out in zone, but he's got all route knockouts and inside shade I thought I just saw. Inside shade on the safety. He's going to be running man. And if he's not, I don't know what he's going to be running. So he just manned up my outside receiver, Debo. We're going to motion him in. I'm going to the slot first. That's my go-to cover zero beater. If they're not shaded down in man coverage, then you can throw wheel routes to the sideline quickly with pass, lead elite, or set feet lead. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go deep. I know this is going to be kind of stupid. We are going to go deep. We're going to try to pick up the pressure, step up in the pocket, and there it is. Taysom Hill. Steroid elite. And that's what I mentioned to you guys in the last game is dollar pressure is very strong from the outside, but it's very weak from the gut, right? It's very weak up the middle. So oftentimes, even if you're getting screamed at in dollar, you want to step up in the pocket, go into the pressure, because if you drift back, which is something I do way too much, you're just basically walking into a blitz, because that outside pressure is going to have a cleaner angle the further back you go. And so that is something I need to work on all the time. So he did just switch to the loop blitz. He's in 3-3 now. Those guys aren't at the line, so I don't think they are blitzing. Good defense. If my post would have kept running on the outside, that would have been open. But good defense from my opponent. That was just, I think, straight man coverage with a couple zones. No blitz, though. He's only blitzing 3. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. If somebody's good at adjusting, it is pretty tough when they don't blitz. Because they have a lot of guys in coverage. Yeah, nothing's open, man. I playmakered my running back, but he was not open. See, this is the issue you got to deal with when you're playing all Madden. Is man coverage is just way better. So you got to have the man beaters. And even though I had a couple man beaters, I didn't have enough. Because he's not blitzing, even when they beat man coverage, I was beating him to the sideline. So what we got to do now is, I'm assuming the same look. We're going to throw that wheel again. And he dropped it. CeeDee Lamb, you dropped it. You dropped it, CeeDee. I don't know why you dropped it, but that's not good, to say the least, CD. All right, so boys, it's time to make a decision. It is 4th and 10. We are going for it. I know this is stupid. We're coming out, it's in my Super Bowl. This is stupid. This is stupid. Very stupid. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to put Debo on... All right, he's got deep route KO. He has to be really open if I'm going to throw this. All right, we got our tight end. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thank you. Steroids. The tight end was wide open, but it was short of the sticks. So me throwing that, I had the expectation he was going to have an easy, few yards after the catch. But that outside curl flat actually came down, almost made a tackle. If he wasn't on steroids, I'm not sure he would have got in. And now inside the 10, I'm not going to lie to you boys, I am going to run the ball. And that is insane. That is just stellar run defense from my opponent. And I don't know why, man. Every time I run the ball, it seems as though I get stuffed. So, this is probably zone coverage. And if it is, we're throwing it to Dickerson very quickly. It is not. There it is. No! A great user from my opponent. Granted, I should have thrown that earlier. I do think that should have been a catch. Good user, man. Not much I can say there. He beat his man. I'm sure that's where he's going to go this time. We're actually going to... He's not blitzing. He's not blitzing. That's where I want to go again. Right back to Debo on that route. But I'm sure he's going to use that. Yeah, man. Nothing's open. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. And he dropped it again. I don't know if that was deep route KO or what. I am going to kick my 3 here. I had more confidence when he had a little bit more space from the end zone, but this close to the end zone, I'm not confident we can get 11 yards. And both times I feel like Debo, he got hands on the ball. Both times I feel like he should have caught it. I don't know if that was the route KO that came into play there, but an unfortunate way to end that drive. 3 points is better than a turnover, right? But my opponent played pretty good defense. I'm not going to lie to you guys. He played pretty good defense. A lot of man coverage. And when he's not blitzing, it is actually kind of tough to beat man. I got to find ways to beat man deep, because a lot of the zones are underneath, right? So even if you beat him to the outside, you beat your man, there's going to be a zone there. So you got to find creative ways to beat man coverage in the way that your opponent's not defending it. In this case, he's only rushing 3. He's defending quite a bit. And those route KOs make it even harder because even if you beat your man, you got to beat him by enough where they can't touch you. And okay, I just realized I have not made my subs on defense. Okay. Sorry while I make my subs, boys. We're going to call our fake timeout right now by pausing the game. Get our clean 15 seconds. And now we're going to be using Sean Taylor. I kind of feel like I should be using Bo Jackson. I am going to use Bo Jackson. I feel like Sean's probably got higher zone. Actually, you know what? Everybody on my defense has 99 zone. All right, so he's got Cunningham. I am expecting that trap. It's base. I shot for trap, but it was base. So essentially, base and trap both have pull. Okay, he's hurrying. Okay, now it's okay. So he's gonna want to pass the ball primarily. Oh, bro, thank you for deep out zone KO. Was that? I think that was my outside deep zone that came to play that and knocked that loose. That would have been a pick, but he lobbed it. He lobbed it, which is wild. Let's see what he's got on Cunningham. Gunslinger, pass lead elite, and fearless. Pretty solid abilities. And those little angle routes, that's what got me in the last game. If you don't play really low to the line of scrimmage, it's really tough to actually do anything with them. I'm shading outside right now. I don't know if that's a good idea. He's audibling now. All right. I don't like that. We have 2 zones in the same spot. He's going to have that. No, he's not. Jabril Peppers, 6'7", in man coverage. Comes over the top. Don't know how he intercepted it. I kind of want to take another look at it, but I don't have my replay feature available. That's something I need to figure out, how to get my replays to work when I'm not live on Twitch. Because they are, yeah, that's crazy. You just saw the replay right there. That was like a drag. And he came over the top, got his hands on it. What a play from Jabril Peppers, man. Love to see that. And now up 3. He's going to press. I am going to go deep. I know that's crazy, but I'm going to push the envelope. We got our stop. Now let's make him pay. I'm throwing it. I should have thrown it somewhere else. Throw that one. Oh, it's grounding. That was my fault. I had my outside wide receiver wide open, and I didn't throw it. My short post from the outside was wide open. You can't throw it late, though, because once they trail into the middle of the field, that's where you're going to throw a pick. If you see your read and you hit it late, oftentimes it's going to result in a pick. So I couldn't throw that. I'm happy I held on to it, but a 15-yard sack is not what we want to deal with. And now he's not in dollar. Okay, so he must have not got his defensive play call off. He wasted a timeout. I mean, bonus for me, I guess. But I need 7 on this drive. I told you guys, we're looking at possessions here. I need 7 on this drive. Does he have deep route KO? He does. So I can't really... Okay. As much as I want to keep going deep, I cannot be stupid here. He's in dollar. Nope, didn't mean to do that at all, man. Good user. Good user. Surprised he jumped that high. Actually, really surprised he jumped that high. And now he's going to score. And now he's going to score because we're all so freaking slow. Holy cow, man. I guessed. You know, I had crossing routes over the middle. I had a slant and a post. I guessed, and I guessed wrong. After I threw it, I still thought he was going to get the catch. Let's take another look at that, man. Good user. How did he score, though? I accidentally hiked it. I was trying to audible, and I accidentally hiked it. I was not ready to hike the ball. And if that's why they were so close to each other. Because usually I motion in that slant. You see how my slant from the outside, usually I motion in that slant, so the route is much shallower when it's over the middle of the field. The spacing was screwed up, and that's why that interception happened. That shouldn't have been a guess read. Usually there's enough spacing between those receivers. You don't have to guess. He has to choose either the underneath route or the deeper route. But because I accidentally hiked it when he was on the outside, they were crossing at essentially the same point. So that is horrible. That is actually really bad. Now, I do want to say there is one positive here, is that I don't think that mistake's going to happen again. And our defense actually looks solid. So even though he has 7 points, he did not get 7 with his offense. So I do think we can get stops. We just need to be smarter and a little bit more careful because obviously, like I said, we can't be having that happen again. So I told you guys before, Debo on the outside. I'm looking at the C route. It's not open. It's not open. Got to check that one down. I'll take 9 yards, man. A 9-yard check down, I should always be grateful for that, right? 9-yard check down is not too shabby. And that's the end of the first quarter. We need 7 on this drive, man. I do not want to lose in a video titled How to Win in Madden, right? That would be humiliating. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen at all. And now we can't. You know, I just love this game, right? Thank you for pausing it, sir. Thank you for pausing it. There's so many glitches, man. So many glitches. All right, as we go into the second quarter, down 4. Need to be a little bit safer with our adjustments. Let's see if he has inside stuff. He doesn't have inside stuff. Very interesting abilities on the D-line. I don't know what. Is this guy like, he's like 2 guys manned up. I think that safety is manned up on Debo. I think that safety is manned up on Debo. There it is. CeeDee Lamb looked really slow after the catch, but I noticed his user in all zones were very shallow. Because of that, I threw it essentially on the break, expecting Debo Samuel to beat his man, and he did. That was, again, a little bit risky, kind of guessing, but you got to throw it with the timing. Otherwise, you risk, you know, making a late read, taking a sack. You never really know. Oh, there it is. There it is. Don't catch it like that, Debo. God, man. Debo Samuel shredded his man on the C route. That's one of the best man-beating routes in the game. You can tell if they're going to win. They win on the first break because there's 2 breaks in that route. So that's why I like that route so much, is it's an easy read. If you see them win on the first break, then you already know they're already won, so you don't need to worry about the second break. This is man coverage. I'm looking at Taysom Hill. Not open. Not open. Not open at all. See, I should probably just run the ball. I'm getting a little too cute out here trying to pass inside the 5. I always do that. But again, in a video titled How to Win at Madden, probably not the best idea to pass inside the 5, especially the 2. Right? We're going to get under center and I form. He looks like he does have pretty stout run D right now. And we're going to see if we can win to the right. I don't really know if I want to win it. Yeah, let's go to the right. Fuck it. Cut inside, get the block, and the dick inside the end zone. We got our lead back. Can we play defense again? Let's find out. That drive was a lot smoother than the one before it. No turnovers, not really any risky throws even. We played smart. And the big gain to CeeDee was actually kind of the staple of that play. That was about 40 yards on that deep post. And again, I noticed his user was so down low, there was no chance he's going to play 30 yards down the field on this post. So I am happy that we made the right read there. And now we just got to play defense again. And our last defensive drive went great. And I told you guys already, I'm primarily a defensive player. I would say I'm a defensive player, not an offensive player. I make very bad reads quite often. Throw the ball 40 times a game. I'm guaranteed at least like a couple picks. At least a couple picks. We're going to start out in man coverage. And this is what we got. And there's the run. You know, I should have been smarter. It's base. You know, and when I run base, inside stuff shits on my base. So I don't know how base is working when I have 3 inside stuffs. I should be all over those. He's 6'8". I was going to say, yes, he's beat. You got him beat by like 3 or 4 yards. But he's 6'8", and he's underneath it. So you can't throw that ball late. If he would have thrown it earlier, likely would have been a catch. But you're not going to fit that one over a 6'8" behemoth named Harold Carmichael. And that's the exact reason we got him, right? Most of the time, I got Harold Carmichael in mid zones. I have him in, I either play him in flat zones or mid zones. He's not great in man coverage. I think he's got like 94 man. But right there, he's very tough to throw over his head. And so great play from Carmichael. We're up 3, and we have another opportunity to go up 2 possessions. Now, last time we were in this position, I'm sure you guys remember what happened. We threw a pick, and that's a bad throw. It says perfect accuracy. Guess what? It wasn't. It wasn't perfect accuracy, was it? It's all right, though. I think that will be there again. That was the same play that you notice his user fled or like got out of there, right? And that's because the last time we ran that, that's what we hit CeeDee deep. There it is. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure he has deep route KO. It looked so much more open than it ended up being. I'm pretty sure he has deep route KO. If I was this guy, I would actually be pretty mad because that's the exact situation, the deep route KO you'd expect to make a play. So very grateful we got the catch. Great job hanging on to it. Great job beating your man, Plaxico. And I'd say Plaxico is probably our #1 wide receiver. And so I put a lot of pressure on him on that deep post because like this post right here that he's on, if he's not winning on that route, it kind of screws up our whole scheme. This guy might be blitzing off the right side that you see. I'm actually going to block my running back. I don't think I'm going to throw to my running back. I just don't want Jabril Peppers to come off the edge. We're throwing to the, yeah, we're throwing it there. We'll take a few, man. I mean, that's not what we want. I actually think that was zone. That's not what we want at all, but it's not incomplete, right? And we hit our first read. It was open, just not for as many yards as we would like. Now here, this is where we get really stupid. I'm at the 21-yard line. He's definitely in man coverage, and I actually think CD should be... Oh, okay, hold on. Nope, yep, nothing open. Really stupid. Really stupid, really dumb. Really dumb. Throw that one away. Really dumb. Really bad play call. I told you guys before the play even was snapped, that wasn't a good play call, right? Wasn't a great play call for the situation. I knew he was going to be in man coverage. I knew he wasn't blitzing, and I pretty much sent everybody deep from the 21-yard line. So he's not blitzing again. He's pressing Debo. I told you guys short out elite is great against man press. So we're actually looking at Debo. I don't think he's going to have someone out there. Okay. There. Okay. What you guys are going to notice right there, that click on was very crucial to making that catch. I already mentioned he has deep route KO on that guy, right? Let me double check. He has deep route KO on that guy, and that is going to come into play on that exact catch, right? If the DB gets hands on you, even touches you a little bit, even breathes on you with deep route KO on a deep pass, you're dropping it. Hike it, please. Hike it, please. Stupid. So stupid. So dumb. I saw CD beat his man like bad and was wide open, and I threw that high pass to him, but his user was right there over the middle. Very stupid. It could have easily been a pick. Horrible, horrible decision right there inside the 5. This is why we don't pass like that inside the 5, right? Get under center, pound the rock, let the dick go to work. Let that dick go to work, man. And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to come out in goal line. No, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to I-form tight. We're going to put in a tight end right here. And then we're going to come out. We actually, hold on. I might need to call timeout here because I want to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my audibles in goal line. I'm actually planning on running goal line. I just want him. I'm going to call timeout, but I want him to come out because he's going to see I-form tight. I want him to come out in regular personnel. And if he comes out in goal line, I am going to run stretch because typically stretch out of tight is pretty good against goal line. Goal line typically tends to crowd the center. And this is exactly what I want. He comes out in regular defense, and now I can audible to, let's say, a fullback dive, right? I can maybe even do a QB sneak. I don't know. I think, okay, I might go. I don't know if I'll have time for. Let's try a QB sneak. Let's try it. Yeah, there we go. Tom Brady, the GOAT of QB sneak. It was a little further than I would have liked. I wasn't sure if when he fell forward he was going to get there, but he did. And as you guys can see, the middle was wide open right there. And you might be tempted to say, why don't you just run a halfback dive? Why don't you just run a fullback dive? Because what happens is because there's no direct threat on your center and guards, that they actually just spread. They just like go find somebody and they just spread. And that middle of the field becomes, or that middle of your line is just a gaping hole. Spread wide open. Reminds me of your mother, actually, now that you say it. But that's why I ran a QB sneak, because if I was going to run a fullback dive or a halfback dive, his user and the two linebackers were just going to fill that and hit us in the backfield. I guarantee you that's what was going to happen. With a QB sneak, they don't have time because you obviously just fall forward. And so I'm happy it worked out, man. Now 38 seconds, we're up 10 points. We've been playing great defense. And I'm going to stay in man because I actually think we were having a really, really good success. And I actually am there. And that is going to give us even more points. We pick up a block. We pick up a block, man. All right. Guys, that's great, right? He made a mistake. He's down 10. He was trying to make something happen. And that's what I mentioned earlier about making a late read. That was open. He probably could have thrown that a lot earlier, but by the time he actually threw it, he saw it. Oh, damn, that's wide open. I missed my read. Shit, it's so open, I'm still going to throw it. My user recovered. And so I feel very, very good about our chances now, and especially if we get 7 here. I'm going to, this is stupid. Watch this. This is stupid. This is stupid, but it's not that stupid, is it? That's just like my go-to rage play. Like when I want to score, I got just a fade on the outside, a deep skinny post for my tight end, and a deep wheel route for my running back. And I usually just throw it to one of those 3 on that left side of the field. And it's not a great play call for most things, but obviously in that situation it worked out. Boys, that's the Super Bowl. And as you guys can see, we got our ring. We got our trophy pack. So 1 of 1 wins in the Super Bowl. I'm going to go open my trophy pack right now, actually. In this video, yeah, you get to see a bonus trophy pack. And so, surprise, surprise, I actually got 3 trophy packs and a touchdown pack. I don't know if they upped the Super Bowl reward, but I remember us always getting 2 trophy packs. At the beginning of the year was 1. Maybe they are upping it every new season. The trophy packs for me have always been horrible. I've never actually gotten anything good. Maybe today's the day, though, right? No, I didn't think so. First trophy pack, Big L. Let's see what the second trophy pack's got. I don't even know if there's any limiteds in packs right now. I'll take an 87. I guess. I don't really have a choice. There's a 90. Nice. And an 88. Yep. More of the same. If it's not a limited, if I'm being honest, if it's not a 93 or higher, I don't really care. And I'm probably just going to quick sell it. I know that sounds probably very entitled. No fire, so it's a 92, I think. Yeah. Need the fire on those. And that is our final trophy pack. And now we're left with a touchdown pack. I'm assuming it's just going to be more training. Yep. More training. A whole lot of training. All right, boys. So that's going to do it for this video of how to win in Madden. And I hope you guys enjoyed it because I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's always fun when you win. And so now hopefully if you learn something, you can go win a Super Bowl of your own. Like I said, this is going to be a reoccurring series. And so if you ever guys want to ask me questions live, you guys can head over to my Twitch. After this video goes live, I will be live on Twitch playing more Madden. So like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm looking forward to this series. I hope you are as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one.